Before you move on, let's just touch on Marc for a moment, because his story is, again, really inspiring. What's he up to now? 40, 50 a week sessions or more?
No. Much higher than that.
Much higher.
Yeah.
And he's another example where he, I think I'm getting this right. He was a prison officer.
He worked in a prison. He was a prison guard.
Prison guard, right? And he was working, obviously, like many of us, you kind of need to burn the candle a bit at both ends to begin with if you plan to transition over. He was doing both side by side. And obviously with the help of you, grew his strength training business. And now he's left the prison guard role and he's completely focused on his business. And he just is so elated. Like, he was on a chat to me in the DMs in school, and he's like, I have time to spend with my wife. Like, we see each other all the time. I see my kids more. He has so much more flexibility and freedom. Obviously, his business is in his home, right? It's in his property, which means he saves a whole bunch of money. And he's, he continues to grow, right? He's growing sessions every week, and the sky's the limit for him. And I think he will at some point even look to expand. But it's just so great to see that, thanks to you. And obviously, Marc is a man of action, right? And he's worked really hard to achieve this. So it's awesome.
It's Marc. He's got a gift for this. I could sell Marc easily. I mean, you could sell Marc easily. He's just a great product. So
got it.
Let me touch on two things about, and they relate to Marc. By the way, the math for Marc, he is now making twice as much money as his day job used to make, twice as much in half the time, and no commuting. His commuting to his job was 90 minutes each way. So there's 15 hours a week he's saving right off the bat. Yeah, family.
Can I just add something to that? I have conversations a lot with people who are like in a job they don't really like. They're in a difficult financial situation and they have a passion for this and they're good at this. And all they need is that little bit of help to actually just get their first few customers. Because what you said there in terms of doubling income, having more flexibility and freedom, like working from home, getting out of a job, like it's just so transformative. It's in terms of like quality of life, it's so amazing, right? But it's like what's quite frustrating for me sometimes is like just how some of these individuals can't quite see how to get there, right? It's much simpler than they realize, right? Depending on what avenue they go down, whether it's virtual training or what Steve's done working with a chiropractor, or what Marc's done working out of his home. There's different averages you can take. So I think, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's just, I guess the what I'm trying to highlight here is what you just kind of said there is like the quality of life upgrade is tremendous. And it's so accessible to so many people. They just need to know the steps. That's what I'm trying to say here.
I got to tell you, it's like hitting the lottery.
Right.
It really is. I mean, do you ever dream about you buy a ticket for $1 and somebody gives you millions of dollars, right? Oh my goodness, how is my life going to change? Well, I'm going to get to buy this, and I'm going to buy this, and we're going to live in this home, and we're going to go on vacations. This is the same thing. We take people out of these day jobs that have long commutes and a lot of stress, and it's not their passion in life. It just pays well, right? And pays the bills and feeds their families. And now they are making twice or 3 times with half the effort. It's fun. The clients are wonderful people. It's hitting, and now you have to spend money for all these things.
It's like the very worst outcome is like you're working half the hours. This isn't the worst outcome. Half the hours making the same money, doing something you actually really love doing that you find to be incredibly meaningful. That's like the worst outcome.
That's the worst. Yeah, no, absolutely the worst. Yeah. But having a plan and having a few steps to go over before you get into this are ideal. And I can't stress that enough, because if you approach this the wrong way, or a way that's going to make you struggle, this can become like any other business, a struggle and a pain and an expense. You don't want that. So easily avoidable.